Good morning, fellow CGers. Kiaza here with a quick review of Ghost Recon Shadow Wars for the Nintendo 3DS. It's a launch title and one of the better launch titles, I believe. It's not like older Ghost Recon games that you may be thinking of. This is actually a turn-based strategy game. Now, we got a mission in progress, and I will show you that. The graphics are pretty good. I like the 3D effects. Controls are good, and the gameplay is a lot of fun. You can check out your team. This is my team here, and there's different character classes. You got sniper, assault, medic, and these are actually some other militia people that have joined my side. The 3D effects look really good in this game. Are they practical? Not really, but they I like them. But the gameplay is a lot of fun, and I'm actually on veteran, which is the I guess the medium difficulty, and it seems pretty easy, so I actually might up it a bit. But check this out. Let's get a good view of the map. The maps are actually pretty detailed, and they're a lot of fun to play on. And mission structure is varied, which is cool. I like that. There's missions where you have to save prisoners, others where you have to blow up SAMs, which is pretty much what's going on in this mission, and covert missions. And with every mission that you beat, you actually unlock a scenario, kind of like an arcade scenario, where you can go through and play again. Like there's one scenario where you have to use just grenades, other ones where you're defending inside a house. Now, obviously, character movement varies based on the character. You got your heavy guy, which is right here, and as you can see, he's inside of a building. And when you're inside a building, character movement it's cut in half. But the game actually helps you out and gives you it gives you tips while you're playing. And a lot of these tips are actually very useful. And down here you can actually see your damage and what the damage will be like based on your range. Obviously, the closer you are, the more damage, and you have different attack perks and whatnot. But and line of sight's important. It's a very smart game. You could be up on a hill and get a better damage rating if you're a sniper. A lot of fun, very cool. Now I'm going to actually show you what's going on here. I'm going to just attack this guy. Actually, I'm going to move. I'm going to attack this guy. And when you're about to attack a guy, it'll show you the kind of damage based on your range and how much damage you'll take in the return fire. And characters have different abilities, like suppress means they won't be able to attack next turn. It kind of feels like a card game, actually, which is cool. I like card games. But I'm going to move this. I'm going to shoot inside that window. So that guy took a lot more damage than me. So my turn's done. Now here's my medic. I'm actually going to move up behind my heavy gunner guy and heal him. And this guy is a rocket launcher guy. I'm going to have him attack that with a rocket launcher. And as you can see, there's a lot of strategy to it, a lot of ways to go about your missions. And this is my sniper, and it'll show you where you can move and actually attack from, which I like. And it's cool. I like the graphics. I like the gameplay. Fun game. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't have its downfalls. As you can see, the game can be kind of slow-paced for all you die-hard Ghost Recon fans. I know I love Ghost Recon, especially like Summit Strike and whatnot. Oh man! But if you're into turn-based strategy games, you'll enjoy this. I think. don't want to do that. Let's go here. I'm going to show you what you can attack and what you can't attack. And characters have different weapons and items. She has grenades and an assault rifle. The grenades are obviously good for like throwing over walls and into buildings. We have, this is my assault guy. And after every game, you can actually level up your characters to get them new weapons and make them stronger. And every time you would do damage to a person or kill a person, there's a bar that's behind your character's face that's going to fill up, and that gives you a special ability. This guy's special ability, his name's Duke, is rapid fire, and it does a ton of damage. Now, I'm going to move this guy. Attack position. He can't attack anything, so I'm just going to move him for now. Move you. I'll just have her attack. What the hell? But there's a lot of strategy behind it, and I like that. It's a lot of fun. As you can see, that did like no damage. Now, the game does not have any sort of Wi-Fi or multiplayer in that sense, which is kind of a drag. Let me just show you what happens when you end your turn. Now the enemy is going to move and obviously attack. Now I'll return fire and destroy that guy. That's all automatic. And there's going to be items strewn about the map. You got like healing items, weapons, ammo, and it's really cool. It's really cool. And the 3D effects, they're fun. They're fun. Like the trees will actually like pop out at you. It's good stuff. You can hide in bushes. Now, but as I was saying about the multiplayer, it doesn't have any sort of internet Wi-Fi multiplayer, but it does have. Let me show you. I'll get out of this game once the turn ends. This is what I was saying about it being a little slow-paced, but and there's different factions. Some factions will actually help you. Others will go against you. So yeah, you can, there's certain times where you're going to be sitting around for a while. Is that a bad thing? No. I don't mind it. I like the graphics. I like watching the gameplay. It's cool. And you can see different different icons on the bottom of my screen. And their characters will be talking sometimes just to, progress the story. And the story's decent. The cutscenes they look like they're hand-drawn at some points, especially when people are talking. Other times, the cutscenes actually are animated, and it looks really cool, especially in the 3D. The 3D actually adds to it. But anyway, these guys are talking. It shows you like different cover and what the cover offers in terms of defense and whatnot. You can actually look at your character's line of sight by pressing the Y button. This is all the stuff he sees, and if you press that again, you can actually look at where he can move to an attack. Anyway, I want to show you the multiplayer. What the multiplayer is in this game, and you can save the game at any time. You can abort missions. I'm going to abort just so I can go back to the main screen. And these are all older missions that you can replay through and go on a harder difficulty. But there's skirmish missions that you can unlock, and there's also the multiplayer, which is basically past the handheld sort of multiplayer, where you can take your turn and then give it to a friend, and on the same handheld play a multiplayer game. It's fun, and you unlock more maps as you play, but it's really cool, and the maps are really good. Definitely a good launch title. And like I said, one of the stronger ones. And the maps are pretty big and varied, as you can see. It's cool. Good replay value if you have someone who's into that sort of thing. Me, not so much, but the campaign itself is awesome, and so are the skirmish modes. So my final score, 7 out of 10. If it had some sort of internet online multiplayer, I'd probably give it an 8 or even a 9. And maybe they can update that later on down the road through a download. But as it stands now, without any sort of online multiplayer, yeah, a 7 seems pretty fair. But anyways, this has been Kiaza for Community Gamer. Stay tuned for more news, reviews, contests, and all around awesome stuff.